All right, welcome back. Today we are diving deep into Pengu. Now, this is the meme coin that's tied to the huge Pudgy Penguins brand. And right now it is caught in this massive tug of war between some absolutely explosive potential and, well, some very, very serious risks.
So let's get right into it, because Pengu is a total paradox at the moment. You've got these incredible gains happening on one side, but on the other, there are these huge red flags popping up that are making the community really nervous. So what are we really looking at here? Is this all just hype? Is there actual hope for long-term growth? Or is this a massive hazard waiting for investors?
Okay, so let's set the stage. On one hand, you have a price chart that's basically going straight up, but on the other, you've got these headlines that would scare off just about any investor. It's this exact tension, this push and pull, that makes the whole Pengu story so fascinating right now.
And look, the numbers are pretty wild. Pengu shot up over 16% in just one day, leaving something like Bitcoin in the dust. And get this, its daily trading volume hit a staggering $283 million. I mean, that suggests a huge chunk of its entire supply is changing hands every single day. We're talking about a frenzy of activity.
But, and this is a big but, here's the other side of that coin. The market is absolutely buzzing with fear about a potential massive price dump. So what is going on? To really get it, we've got to break down the two completely opposite stories that are pulling this token in different directions.
All right, so first up, let's talk about the bull case. Why are so many people getting so excited about Pengu? Well, it goes way beyond just your typical meme coin hype. There are some really powerful things happening that are driving all this optimism.
A big piece of this is that the whole NFT market is starting to recover, and Pudgy Penguins is seen as a leader in that space. Plus, if you look at the on-chain data, you can see whales, these huge investors, are buying up significant amounts. That's a huge signal of confidence from people with very deep pockets.
And this is where it gets really interesting. The brand has pushed way beyond just digital stuff. They put plush toys in Walmart way back in 2023. They've got this global mobile game called Pudgy Party, and they've even locked in partnerships with huge names like NASCAR and Visa. The whole strategy here is to bring millions of everyday people into their world.
But the biggest thing on the horizon, the real potential game changer, is a groundbreaking ETF filing with the SEC. This would be the first of its kind, a hybrid fund holding both the Pengu tokens and the Pudgy Penguins NFTs. If this actually gets approved, wow, it could just unleash this massive wave of money from big institutions that's been waiting on the sidelines.
Okay, so that's the good news. But for all of that bullish momentum, there are some very serious storm clouds gathering. Let's flip the script and dive into the bear case.
And really, it all kicks off with this one number, $45.56 million. This is the value of a massive token transfer that sent a shockwave of fear right through the Pengu community.
So here's what happened. Blockchain data shows that the project's own deployer wallet, like the original source of all the tokens, moved almost 1.6 billion Pengu to different exchanges. And you know what's even more worrying? That same wallet is still sitting on almost $300 million more in Pengu, which just fuels all this speculation about more sell-offs coming.
Now, to be fair, not everyone is hitting the panic button. Some analysts, like Miro here, are saying, hey, hold on a second. He's arguing that, yeah, the move is big, but it doesn't just magically erase the super strong ecosystem, the community, and all the brand partnerships that Pengu has worked so hard to build.
And the pressure doesn't stop there. The project is also dealing with a trademark lawsuit from the original Penguin clothing brand. On top of that, starting in December, 710 million new tokens are scheduled to be unlocked for the team every single month. All that new supply could just create this constant downward pressure on the price.
So you've got these incredibly powerful bullish forces just crashing head-on into these equally powerful bearish ones. If you're a trader, how in the world do you even begin to navigate this kind of chaos? Let's take a look at some of the market games that could be going on here.
In markets this wild, the big players, the so-called market makers, they sometimes set up these traps to take advantage of regular traders. Things like fake breakouts, moves designed to trigger everyone's stop losses, or even messing with the price right around big news events.
And that brings us right back to Pengu. You have to ask yourself, with all this excitement around the potential ETF, could this recent pump be a classic case of news manipulation? A trap where the big guys use the hype to pull in buyers only to dump all their tokens on them? It's a very real risk you have to think about. So for all you chart watchers out there, analysts are pointing to two really important price levels. If the price can break and hold above the resistance around 0.00890, that could be a sign that the bulls are for real. But if it drops below the support level of 0.00770, that could mean this whole rally is just running out of gas.
And all of this really brings us to the main point here. Pengu is standing at a major crossroads. It's a project getting pulled in two completely opposite and incredibly powerful directions all at once.
This is really the heart of the conflict, isn't it? On one side, you've got the absolutely game-changing possibility of big money coming in through an ETF and this incredible mainstream brand momentum. But on the other, you're facing down some very real legal threats and the constant fear of huge token sell-offs.
And so we're left with this one giant, unanswered question. Is the mainstream power of a brand like Pudgy Penguins strong enough to overcome the serious weight of the market risks it's facing? The answer to that is going to decide everything for Pengu. And it makes this one of the most fascinating, high-stakes stories in crypto to watch right now.